In this video, I'm back at Whiteland Restorations. It's time to try rebuilding the brake calipers on project Pajero Junior here. You'll see after I filmed last time, I have been spraying some, looks like red oxide primer. It's actually MDS, the people who make Bulldog BDX. It's a rust inhibiting primer that I've sprayed around the areas I can get at to spray. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be painting underneath yet, but I've just bought some brushes and we'll work that out. At some point some epoxy or something just to try and seal the underside before we go waxing. But the talk of today is going to be rebuilding the calipers here. And have a good look at that and see if you think it's an MX5 caliper. It'd be interesting to know. The important bit is Big Red have sent me this kit. You see the part number there. It's got all the seals in it, and it's even some silicone grease to aid with reassembly. I was thinking I'd usually just use .4 brake fluid, but actually some assembly grease can make all the difference. Not red rubber grease, that's what you use on the sliding metal parts of a caliper. A specific silicone grease that is compatible with the .4 fluid is essential for rebuilding, so it's lovely to see that's included. So I will be wearing gloves today. Well, actually, we've just jumped from that intro to a few days later, and I'm back here again.
This is hilarious because I've also appeared.
Yeah, you've sort of randomly, you weren't even here.
No.
But yeah, we had some issues with the caliper. I had some issues with the caliper.
I had nothing to do
I did get it done, but as you can see from this footage, there were issues on the day. I actually started trying to use an airline because I'd heard that you can kind of blow the seal around the piston when the piston goes into the bore. All that kept doing was just blowing the seal out. I don't know if I had too much air pressure. It was quite difficult to regulate trying to do it left-handed. So eventually I gave up with that and tried a new technique, which I think is an old technique that I've used before. So we're going to try that again. Only this time try and record it, because I was looking through the footage of last time and I actually managed to fail to capture the moment of me successfully fitting the seal.
How did you get a hole in the seal?
That was because I was trying to use a pick to encourage it round.
Okay.
And I just put the pick straight through the side of the seal. So yeah, I won't be trying that one again. But the technique I tried last time did work quite well. So hopefully that is what we're going to do this time. Or maybe I'll just ask my assistant to do it. And then when it goes wrong, it's not my fault.
Not glamorous?
Okay, glamorous. You need to be sure, you can't just make wild claims. So first thing we're going to do is we can use the one out of the old bag.
Okay, so what is the objective here?
Rebuild the calipers.
Okay, great.
And prove why you shouldn't bother, just get recon calipers instead. So we cleaned the calipers up, took all the dust off, or rust off rather, and we're replacing all the seals. I'll say all the seals, we're replacing some of the seals. The important ones.
I'm assuming the seals go in those little cutouts?
Yep, so that's the main seal that goes against the piston, goes on the furthest line down there.
Okay.
Do you want to plonk that in there? Oh, I'll just throw it on the floor.
So it's going in this little cutout here?
The lowest groove, yeah.
Okay.
So that is what stops the fluid getting past the piston, but it also applies the kind of elastic effect that pulls the piston back in when you take your foot off the brake. And then the second seal is what I destroyed last time, so we'll need one from the new kit, supplied by Big Red, paid for, not sponsored content. So this one goes around the piston, and that is kind of your dust seal. It stops muck getting into the system. So the problem is you need to hook this into that top groove there, but it has to be on the piston.
Okay.
Because if you just put the seal in, you can't go and get the piston in.
Okay, I see what you mean. So I'm assuming this is the piston here.
That is the piston.
Going in there. Okay, this is interesting.
Yes, it's good fun. So what I did last time...
So what do you suggest?
Well, I'm going to try and demo what I did last time.
Also,
which was...
I just love this when you get the genuine parts.
I mean, you put some lube on the piston before trying this for final, but if you get the seal on, the seal is designed so this top bit goes into here, so it opens up as the piston moves back and forth. But you don't want that for this assembly stage. You want it fairly low, so you can try and pull the bottom, the bit that's going into the caliper, off a bit, like so, so you can then get it in. I've actually got that the wrong way around. Very hub nut.
I love you demonstrating how to and doing it the wrong way around.
Yeah, very, very hub nut indeed.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, so you hold it on and you try and pull this bit below the caliper so you can hook it into the caliper. But we're going to lube it up before we do that with some assembly grease.
Ooh.
You can get away with just using brake fluid, but that tends to get brake fluid everywhere. We are gloved up. Don't use this stuff, red rubber grease. That has its place in brake calipers, but not for this. The Big Red actually included a little sachet
of their own
of assembly lube. Ooh. So there you go. Silicone grease is what it is.
Okay, so yeah, where are we applying this?
I would smoosh that onto the piston.
Down here or around?
Kind of near the top, because that's where we're going to be working.
Near the top? Okay.
So around the perimeter.
And how thick a coating are we saying?
You don't need a massive coat.
Okay, I'm going to need more than that, I think.
Yeah, around the perimeter, not on that.
Okay.
This is essential, otherwise the rubber kind of just sticks to everything.
Will this in any way inhibit the degradation of the rubber?
Maybe.
Okay, it's got a coating. It's not like thick.
No, you don't need crazy amounts.
Okay, that's okay then.
It's just to give the rubber something to ride on.
Okay. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, magic words.
Yes,
we would love a cup of tea, please.
Yes, please.
And we'll see if we can have this done before the tea gets here.
Oh. There we go. So that's that.
Right, let's make sure we get this the right way around. So this lip is what goes into the caliper.
Of course, this is made more complicated by the fact that you're greasy.
Yeah, now everything's greasy.
Yep.
So, yeah, you need to get the...
Okay, so it goes over the piston.
Like so. Filming this really well, aren't we?
Yeah, it needs to go forwards.
Yeah.
And then
what I did last time...
So that rim is going in that hole.
So you've kind of got to pull the seal down, but keep the seal on the piston.
Right, while it's greasy.
Whilst pulling... yeah. This is not going as well as it did last time.
Do you know why it's not going as well as it did last time?
It's because the camera's recording.
No,
off camera, it was absolutely fine.
Absolutely isn't that. It's because before we left the house, he said, it's about a 45-second job. This is no problem at all. So if you haven't heard from us in 2 days, please call for help.
Yeah. Oh, it really isn't working very well. This worked so well off camera last week.
Shall I have a go?
Hold on, I'm just opening the seal out a bit.
Okay.
Because it does extend out. It kind of stretches with the piston, but you can't lock it into the top because it just won't reach otherwise. Maybe it's cooler. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably the difference.
It's warmer today.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, it's that.
Yeah. Oh, that's gone really bad. There we go. Nope.
I'm loving that you said before we left the household, I'll let you do this because, you know.
Oh, I've worked out what's going wrong.
Okay, go on.
The seal's folding over itself. Jeeves, this is quite lube now. Go on.
You said quite liberally, and I thought that was quite conservative lubrication.
Apparently it wasn't conservative enough. Right,
You could always wipe it down.
I've got another idea. I'll do this. So the piston attaches at the top end. Now we can extend the piston. There we go. And now I need to unhook it from that top mount. It seemed like such a good idea at the time.
How much is it to just buy new ones?
Well, the problem is you can't really.
Or refurbished ones, not by us?
Well, MX5 ones probably wouldn't be too expensive. I'm just going to try
That's a bit random. Why MX5?
because we think MX5 calipers will fit. We can't get.
Ah, okay, okay.
We cannot get Pajero Junior specific calipers.
Okay, I understand.
There we go. Yeah, so we're all out of there again. Which is why we're going through this entire faff anyway. But it's possible MX5 ones fit. We don't know. That's all part of the fun. Right, so now I was going to let you do this, but it's turning into such a horlicks. I'm just going to ruin it myself.
Why do you assume I would ruin it?
Right, so we've got the seal sticking just beyond the bottom of the piston. That's where we need it. So we can try and encourage it into that groove. We really want the blind side to go in nice and neat. Oh, no, it's
So
not
that
low
you
enough.
So it's easier on this side.
Yeah.
You're a little low.
I can see that's it there. But I don't think we're on the back, are we?
I think you're a little high. No, yeah, no. Shall I have a little go?
Yeah, you can have a little go. So the trick is you've got to let that not ping off the bottom of the piston.
Don't let that pig off.
You want to shoot and nail this first time then.
So that, just to confirm, that
This,
is going
yeah, that
in
is going in there, but it won't go in there if it's around the piston.
Okay.
I did this so well off camera first time. And then what was amusing is I thought, haha, I shall use the air to demonstrate the piston coming out and the seal moving, and then blew the piston out again. Blew the seal out, rather.
Don't say things like that.
So don't demonstrate things, folks. Just be happy it's done.
Oh.
You can see how this is quite tricky, especially when
quite
the gloves
tricky.
are a little too
But
large for you.
everything's slippery. This is the problem.
I mean, some people like it slippery.
I've been so good with no innuendo, and we've been talking about all kinds of things that would definitely encourage that, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't. Must be reformed now. I'm better. Right. Okay. There it is, just under the rim there.
Yes, you can see why your local garage would not even consider doing this. They would just swap the caliper out. But when you can't get the caliper,
Yeah. Then you're
it's
in
not
a different
necessarily an option.
situation.
Having now got all the bits, now even though we're thinking, well, maybe an MX5 caliper would fit.
But also,
I don't really
yeah.
want to because we got to this
No,
stage
we've got
now.
this far. That feels like the back bit feels very much like it went in.
Okay, let me try around the front. I will try to lift the piston because I think the piston is still a bit low.
Is there something we could gently poke it?
Yeah. We could use this one. So if we use the non-pointy end of that, it may help us.
Yeah, that's
encourage
what
the
it kind of
sealing.
needs, is a little
Yeah.
just... It felt very much like it went in at the back.
Oh no, it's not in. What? Oh no, it felt like it, but it didn't.
It did, but you just then pulled it out.
Oh, so I've ruined it. have I?
Yeah.
If you lot could all stop watching while we're under this pressure, that'd be great. Oh, that definitely went in, didn't it?
Did it make a little shoop noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just trying to get it all the way
Could you
around.
not put the plastic ring in and then slide the piston into the ring?
No.
No? Why
no,
not?
Because the piston, the fit is too tight.
Have you tried?
Yes. Just to prove to myself,
No, that wasn't.
but it's impossible. Yeah.
Oh yes, Lewis. I will have this done by the time you've made the tea.
Go and stall him. Go on, go and wait by the door. Oh, Lewis, have you seen this? Oh, look at my little car.
Hey, huge, massive thank you to Lewis and Leanne for all they've done for that little car.
Yeah.
Crikey. She came through her MOT with no advisories, which is incredible.
Yeah,
They were so
MOT man
impressed.
loved the underside
Yeah.
of it. And you don't often hear that with Daihatsus.
No.
Why aren't you wanting to go down there? Go on. Oh.
That's
Oh.
looking good.
Oh. And now we've got to try and push it down. Oi. So we're
So
past
how
that.
far has it got to go down? All the
All
way?
the way in.
Ah, right. So you've got
So
the
now
top
we're
bit
on
sits in...
the seal that you installed earlier.
Yeah, and the top bit sits on the next.
Yeah. Do we lube up that
You need
seal
to
after we put it
come
in?
up a little bit, don't you? Here. This side seems to be coming down. Oh no,
Okay.
it's only...
Oh, oi!
Oi.
There we go. And now the seal has attached itself around the side. And that very much looks good.
Where's the comparative?
Beautiful. Yeah, there we go. We have a lovely pair of calipers.
I have the two.
Yeah, look at that. So they are good to go back on the car, which we might attempt in a bit, but we might also have a cup of tea. But yeah, pleasing. It's a bit of a fiddle, but yeah, and something like that where you can use the blunt side, not the spiky side. It's useful just for encouraging it in. Lovely. Right, we'll just give a shout out to Big Red because they've been very helpful cross-referencing stuff. So they thought this MX5 kit, it's actually BRK 205127, and I think that does all the Mark 1s and 2s unless they got the big brake conversion. So yeah, he supplied one piston. I managed to get another one. That was a genuine Mitsubishi Motors.
I love this.
So we got that from AutoLink. This one came from Big Red. But you don't have to go through all this mayhem yourself because Big Red actually offer a caliper rebuild service and even funky colours.
Purple.
Yeah, so you can send off your calipers to Big Red. They're based in Worcester in England, and they will rebuild it. So as well as supplying all the bits you might need, they do actually offer a full rebuild service. And this isn't sponsored at all. We've paid I think about 13 quid for two of these, so
Would
more
you
like
to
26
share when
quid.
we have positive...
Yeah, that's just
positive
sharing
experience?
positive things. And Big Red, I've mentioned them on social media, and lots of people have similarly said they've had very good experiences. So thank you, Big Red. So with the calipers nicely rebuilt, we can get on with fitting them back to the car. Bit of a fiddly job, but Miss Hubnut seems to be on the case using the most excellent Whiteland Restoration head torch. Very stylish also.
Also stylish, yes.
Yeah.
It does fit it better than this, but this is Ian's on my head.
Yeah, sorry, I've got a big head.
So we've just put the bolts in. It's quite
Yep.
tricky because you have to get down behind here and make sure you've lined the holes up and whatnot. So
Yeah,
just
we're not
hand
replacing the
turn
discs.
those
The
at the
discs seem
moment.
okay. There's no wear lip on them. They will clean up a bit in use. Had an interesting drive in here because there's no exhaust. And I forgot, as soon as I put it in gear, no brakes.
Oh,
Fortunately, I remembered the handbrake is still connected up and works very well.
excellent.
So disaster averted.
So we've been building the brakes, but you forgot there's no brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the next step? We need to tighten these up.
Yeah, nice and tight.
Okey-doke.
Got a ratchet just down there
Lovely. How tight?
until your arm goes click.
Until my arm goes click.
Oh no, it's probably not very high in your case. You've got weird arms.
Or it could be the opposite.
Oh, you pinged off.
Pinged. Where did that ping? Hang on. Just reattach that.
Is that my hoodie?
Yep.
Why are
I
you
told
wearing
I
my
had your
hoodie?
Because
You're a
I couldn't
thief.
find any of my hoodies.
No wonder I can't find my hoodies. You're nicking them.
I have borrowed one hoodie for one day. You can borrow my hoodies if you like.
No, I'm going to go and start cleaning up the brake hardware, I think. Yeah, I can get in the parts washer, so I'm going to do that.
So how tight?
All these little bits. Really, really quite tight.
Really, really quite tight.
You don't want your caliper brackets coming
No,
undone.
obviously not.
Yeah. So there we go. It should be good.
I've got to do the top one a bit more.
And then the next stage will be to refit this hardware. So I'm just going to go and clean this up now. So sorry folks, we haven't filmed every small detail of this, but one side is done, one side is bled. We are now refitting the caliper carrier to this side.
Yeah, I haven't got a light this time, the only problem.
It's on charge.
I know, just made life a little bit easier.
Okay, I'll go and see if it's charged. Do you want me to put some steering lock on as well?
Yes, please.
Make life
No,
easier.
did we have steering lock on at this point last time?
Yeah, it does help because it just brings the work out to you. Meep, 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 meep.
Yeah, especially.
You're really lucky we might let you hear it with no exhaust. By the way, do you remember my test drive on this? It belonged to Tim Cambrian Classics at the time. It was bought by Mama Whiteland, and she's been very merrily driving round in it. Despite the dirt, it is still all solid underneath. Really nice example of the breed, but unfortunately she got taken out yesterday, driving past the junction, and the other car didn't stop. So yeah, more on the Whiteland Restoration channel.
17
Oh.
on these, isn't it?
It is a 17 on those, yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
Excellent.
Have we got a 17?
I think that should be a 17, yeah.
It is a 17. Convenient, eh?
Yeah, we use that on the other side.
These are not so keen to go in as the other side.
Sorry, I took your mic off, because I've just been filming that little bit outside with the sad Mercedes.
I wonder if it's worth putting it on the internet, seeing if anybody can help.
Well, maybe, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it doesn't want to clip to me today.
No, it doesn't
I
like
don't know what
that.
that's all about.
So as you can see, the Vactan has done a job, but we're already starting to see some surface rust coming back through it. It really is skin deep.
So what's this product?
Rust inhibiting primer from MDS Europe, makers of Bulldog BDX. And yeah, I've only chaotically sprayed a bit around.
Chaotically?
I didn't get the wheels off, so I haven't been able to get in the arches yet, but it properly does honk. So you do have to wear a full respirating mask. And unfortunately, you've not been well
No.
with your chest of late. So
So we're not on
we're
that
not doing
today,
fumey things today.
Sorry,
so that'll
guys.
become another issue.
Yeah.
Or
Well, that
another
might
episode. Even
be-
though the mask that I bought off Amazon, just a cheap one, does the job very nicely.
Yeah, you said you didn't even notice.
No, you couldn't even smell it until you took the mask off. Oh, and in the background you can just hear Lewis. He's sanding the bonnet of the Frog Eye. Put a good video out just the other week on the amount of work that went into priming this body and the bonnet, because Frog Eye bonnet is quite a huge part of the car.
It's huge.
So that's what's going on next door at the moment, hence the noise. We are in a fully functioning
Workshop?
workshop, yeah. So just reattaching the hardware. I don't know if that's what we call it here, but it's what they tend to call it in America. It's these stainless steel runners effectively for the pads. We're not putting any lubricant on these at all.
No.
We've cleaned them up.
And they are directional, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of... Oh,
That
a
one
daisy.
looks a
That
little
one's
bit
alive. Yeah, it does look a little bit bent. Oh, there we go. We're there. There's a... Oh,
It
no!
doesn't want to sit there.
Doesn't
does
want
it?
to sit there.
I think that prong has got bent.
The back prong.
No, this one here. This
I'm going
seems
to turn
be-
this torch off.
Unbend it. Oh, this one just wants to fall on the floor.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more snug.
Better? Do a little clicky.
As long as we've got the pads in, it'll be fine.
Yes. I got itchy nose.
And then we'll bleed this caliper and jobbed. This disc is a bit worse. I think the brake has been seizing on it. Well, we know the brake was. This one was seizing really hard, so it's cleaned the disc up just driving back and forth in the workshop. This one might need a run or two up and down the driveway.
Okay, I think we're there. I think they're all holding. So
Cool.
it's pads now, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
So again, these pads
I got itchy
are
nose.
Mazda MX-5 and came from AutoLink. Again, not sponsored, just good
Just
service.
purchased.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. This coat thing's coming off. Let's pop that back on.
Yeah, it sometimes catches on the
It
hardware
did
a
just
bit.
catch, yeah. Hang on, I will put the light on for this. Or, I wonder if I could. Ooh.
Right. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Oh no, you will have to put the ignition on because I have to put it in neutral. So in neutral. Brake test coming up.
So on or start?
Ignition.
Just ignition.
Foot on brake.
Foot on brake.
Into neutralis.
Or push button in?
Yep. Right, we're in neutral. Says up there. Oh, not much room for me back here. Yeah.
Okay.
Foot off the brake.
It's off the brake.
Why are we not moving? Oh, it's handbrake on. Yeah, there we go. And
Push brake. Push brake.
no, you're fine. Oh no, carry on. Come on.
No.
Speed up.
I don't want to get speed up.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Right, off the pedal.
off the pedal.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is quite heavy. I can't really push it.
You just had a rolling lovely.
Yeah, I can't really get behind. I know. There's a good way of getting a vehicle moving on your own. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Okay,
Use levers.
here we're going, very fast.
Yeah!
Push brake, push brake, push brake.
Yeah, that seems effective. I know it's the worst demonstration you've ever seen, but I just wanted to do something.
What he's not mentioning is there's a beautifully painted car just there.
Yeah, right, plonk her into park. There we go, job's a good one. Hold on, we did say we'd tell people, or we'd show people what it sounds like with no exhaust.
Indoors.
Indoors, yeah. Sporty. Oh,
Oh,
come on, little car.
what's the squeal?
I don't know what the squeal is. Don't do it now, it's
Didn't do it
fixed.
that time, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's noisy.
Is this
So,
because Kitch did car noise the other day?
Yeah, it's got to be done. If you've got no exhaust on the car, you've got to run the engine. It is the law. Even if it's a 2.7 litre V6 turbo diesel. It's only quite meaty, Kitch. Well done. Up and down videos, if you haven't already. Yeah, there we go. We've got some progress. We've got brakes. That's good. Good to have
She's
brakes.
coming along very nicely, actually.
Yeah, we just get so little tinkering now. It's a bit like Project Charade. It took us a year to do an engine swap. It's just finding the time to actually get up here and do stuff. But yeah, progress is being made. We've got a slight issue. Tim at Cambrian Classics rightly says you should run the engine up to temperature and just check it all is healthy. But that is quite difficult to do with no exhaust. And similarly, we can't get an exhaust fitted because we kind of need to take it to an exhaust fitter.
Is this you listening to Tim twice?
Yeah, I know. Radical
are you
stuff.
watching?
It's a new year resolutions maybe. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, folks. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store, and don't forget about Rustival coming up on the 9th of March, where you'll be able to meet us.
Yes.
I Drive a Classic and Furious Driving. We are the
Whiteland Restorations
organisers.
coming.
Yeah, Whiteland Restorations coming. Kitch is
Up and
coming.
down bits.
Pete and his bus is
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
We got a lot of very special guests. There's a lot more as well that we haven't mentioned just because I'm trying to remember names drastically off the top
Also,
of my
we're
head.
just absolutely finalising our guest list at the moment.
But it's going to be very, very special. So 9th of March at the British Motor Museum. Head to rustival.co.uk for tickets, whether you're planning to visit or actually be part of the show. You're welcome either way.
If you're concerned about coming on your own and you feel a bit nervous, please don't. This show's not going to be like any other show. That sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All wheels are welcome, so it doesn't matter what you're driving, and it doesn't matter if you come on your own, if you come in a convoy, if you come in a tribe, whatever, it doesn't matter, because we will have Friendship Corner, which is on Facebook. You can find it Rustival Friendship Corner, and we'll be there on the day in a bright yellow gazebo.
Yeah, look for the bright yellow gazebo. You'll spot it as soon as you're coming into the show.
You will. It's going to be in a perfect position so that if you want to have a little chat, just come along to Friendship Corner. But yeah, that makes it a little bit different, a little bit more friendly, and it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic, yeah. We're not too sure what we're going to be in yet. We're kind of hoping it's going to be Bilingo and Charade, but fingers crossed on that. Because we will be in Bob that weekend. So let's hope for good weather. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a future video. Farewell.
Bye.